Hi guys and welcome back to the Old Gold TV, and today we are going to be reviewing Wolves' 2-0 loss against Southampton in the FA Cup, in which I think we can all agree was a very, very disappointing loss for Wolves. I think the team sheet from the start was worrying. It gave off the wrong message that we weren't really wanting it and we didn't really want to win it, but Nuno did say in previous press conferences that he has wanted to win the FA Cup and he wants to get some silverware under his belt at Wolves, as well as the championship that he earned. And it's quite a negative team, really. It was full of younger players. It wasn't full strength. Neto, Adama, Jose, Semedo, all the likes of those players rested. So same as Connor Cody. And I think it didn't really work for us tactically. The three young lads up front were bullied by the Southampton defenders. They couldn't really get touches in. Silva especially was a little bit slow, a little bit lacking. And that's what you do worry about for Silva. He's not the fastest, and it's not like he's going to get faster as he grows up. He'll get more physical. He'll get better. He'll get better physically. He'll get better mentally, and be able to understand the game more. But he won't. One thing he won't do is get faster. You do worry for him because that is the one thing that he hasn't got, and that's what we needed today. A little bit of pace to inject up front. And then obviously we came out for the second half. Ryan Aït-Nouri came on for Johnny. I think that was a pre-arranged kind of thing. Due to his just return from injury, and sort of straight off the bat Southampton were on the front foot like they were in the first half, and they scored with Danny Ings, and initially I think everyone thought it was offside. Danny Ings made a bursting run through, saved by Ruddy, and then a very lucky deflection off Ings' foot after the save from Ruddy, carried it in. He didn't even celebrate. I think it was definitely predicted to be offside, but then a close look at VAR showed that it wasn't, and to be honest, bit lucky, but Southampton did deserve that goal over us. And then we sort of, it's annoying because it sort of felt like sometimes we need to concede a goal to start to put the pressure on and go forward, and that's exactly what we did. But we just couldn't get very many touches or very much quality in the final third. And that led to the substitutions with Dom, Traore, Pedro Neto and Willian Jose being brought on. However, they were all pretty much non-existent. We were attacking, but you know, Southampton were quite compact in defence, and that counter-attacking threat was always on, and Neto, Jose and Dama couldn't really get the ball. And then obviously Stuart Armstrong finished it off. Bit of a hospital pass from Donk to Ruddy, and then the rest was all Southampton, and a great finish really from Armstrong to bend it into that bottom corner. So yeah, worrying times for Wolves at the moment. Nothing in attack, can't create anything, you know, injuries. You do wonder where these goals are going to come from. But without further ado, let's move on to my player rating. As for my player ratings for this game, this is what I've gone with. In goal, John Ruddy with a 7. You know, I thought it was quite good. Did kind of give Southampton their second goal. I don't think it was really his fault. Again, as I've said, bit of a hospital pass, but he did make some good saves, denying Redmond Southampton's second to finish off the game. But yeah, overall, he was average, to be honest, and I'll give him a 7. Next, we got Johnny, and he only played the first half. From what I saw, he was quite defensively solid. Didn't get much of the ball, but I'll give him a 6. I'm going to go with Sace next, and I will give him a 6. Again, he was, you know, pretty average defensively. Didn't make any errors, but didn't really dominate the Southampton strikers and wingers, and they got through pretty easily in the end. So that's slightly annoying, and that's why I've given Sace a 6. Kilman, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was good. He got back. He made some good blocks. He was quite good defensively, but, you know, did concede 2 goals, so I'm going to have to give him a 7 for this one. Leander Dendoncker next, and I thought Donk was way off the pace again today, and I've given him a 5. He was just slow, a little bit lethargic, couldn't really assert his physical dominance, and so I'll give him a 5. Next, Keanu Hoover, and I actually thought he was really good going forward today. He picked up the ball, he capitalised on errors, he was quite physical, he dominated that right-hand side, beating Gineppo and Bertrand most times. So I'll give him a 7.5, and if we'd have won and if he'd kept a clean sheet, then I probably would have been closer to 8 or 9, because I really think he's good and he showed his talent today. Next we got Moutinho and Neves, and I've given Moutinho a 5. Didn't really get much of the ball, couldn't control it much, and Neves a 6. But he's only higher than Moutinho because he played some nice through balls, during the game. Next, we've got Morgan Gibbs-White, and he was fairly non-existent, especially in that second half. Had a few nice touches, had a decent chance, and obviously was part of that penalty appeal near the start of the game, which wasn't really a penalty, it was a half kind of challenge. But overall, he was okay, nothing to be excited about though, and it was a 6. Fabio Silva, again, not physically strong enough today. Got a few nice touches, but overall wasn't great, so I'll give him a 6. Vitinha, same as Gibbs-White, but he was just slightly less in it. Again, he didn't have that opportunities that Gibbs-White had, and at least Gibbs-White sort of picked the ball up and drove at the defence, so I've given Vitinha a 5. As for the subs, Aït-Nouri, didn't get to see much of him. There wasn't actually much action down that left-hand side, so I've given him a 6. Pedro Neto came on the pitch. Very, very few touches. Had a little driving run to give us a free kick, which Neves put straight into the wall, so I've given him a 6. Willian Jose, I'm not sure he touched the ball. There wasn't any service into him, so you can't really blame him for that, but I've given him a 5. And Adama, you know, same as Neto, not many touches, did a few nice runs, been a link-up play, but overall nothing special, so I've given him a 6. Let's move on to my man of the match. As for my man of the match for this game, I've given it to the Southampton midfielder, Stuart Armstrong. I think he was very good throughout the game. He pulled the strings, he driving runs forward, and he looks a really, really good player. He obviously missed the opportunity at the start of the second half, which he really should have scored to put them 1-0 up. And then Danny Ings obviously converted a few minutes later, but I thought he was really good today and looked a threat whenever he got on the ball with some nice touches and good passing. So that's why I've given him man of the match. And obviously, he did come off that performance with a really nice goal at the end. So I think it's justified there for the man of the match. So that's going to be the end of my video today. Not really much more to talk about. But overall, I'd say it is worrying times for Wolves. And Nuno needs to think about what to do tactically and, you know, who to play next. And we play Southampton again on Sunday. So it'll be interesting to see who wins that and whether we can get back to form. But yeah, I'll see you next time.